Alright, welcome back. I think we had to begin the stream again. It went off because of connection issues, but I think the connection is back now. We've lost a couple rating points and we've gone all the way down the ladder, but there's still time enough to get all the things that we've lost back. So we're live again. Yeah, so let's go for gold. The connection was a little bit down here, so I lost those games, but they're fixed now. Just, you know, African problems. So we're waiting here for to be paid. Alright, let's go. I can Berserk, I think. Let's go with King's Indian. Okay. So I like to play this way. Rook b8. Maybe follow with okay, so take. You know, I need to learn to be able to use the chat while I'm streaming. I'm not entirely sure how I can access that yet. And well, I'm in Berserk mode, so I probably shouldn't be wasting so much time. I'm going to place my knight here. Let's see how he's going to deal with this one. I was kind of hoping that he would take, but that didn't happen. Let's go here. Attack this pawn. Let's see how he's going to react to that. Okay, so I get to pick this one up. Recapture with a king. Am I doing well in this position? He's doing better here. I think his pawns are all the way. There's more space for him here. And I don't have time. I have to rush my moves now. it might not really end well for me here. Because he seems to be controlling the game quite well. But I felt that I had to berserk because I had lost my position on the first page, and I possibly need to rise up the ranks if I'm going to win anything at all. This looks scary. Maybe I should just, take myself out of a pin, because why not? This might trouble a lot. Causes my pawn to be cut off somehow. And I'm going to have to look for a new square for my queen. Then I think I should play this here. I think I had something better. Maybe I had this. This would have been much better. Is it too late to play that? Maybe not. Maybe it is. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have a good feeling about leaving this, so possibly maybe let me just play this. I can't allow the queen to be here. So I'll need to take care of I have a lot of weaknesses I have to deal with. I'm having, all these pawns are kind of like weak as compared to his very strengthened pawn triangle. Well, he does have some weaknesses though, but mine seem to be more profound in this position. He seems to be having the attack, so I'm going to have to play carefully. Now with this move, I think that I'm forcing the exchange of the queens, and so a little bit of a pressure is, there's a relief of a little bit of pressure, and I can concentrate on trying to achieve a good position. And our times are getting much closer, so then that would make me a little less anxious about the time. He's not playing as fast as you'd expect him to. Well, because he's having the better position, so he has to. That's one thing about chess. If you have a better position, you are under pressure to find the correct continuation, while the defending side just has to play the defensive moves most of the time, which is kind of obvious. So he has to do the heavy thinking. the longer in a rapid tournament and classical tournament, the longer you spend on a game, the more you're losing. This is not a Swiss tournament. The more time you spend on a game, the more points you're losing. Because you'd go play a full 20-minute game, come back and then realize that you've fallen down the ranks about sometimes about 10. Like you've gone all the way down the ranks. I think this is okay. This move is okay. D5 works here. Gives me a pawn at least. The pawn can't take because the rook would be hanging the rook. And here we have 3 pieces protecting the pawn. So I suspected this would be played, but good news is it doesn't really achieve anything. I could play this. I don't think I can go 100% Bisek because I might be paired against much stronger players and I would need to use all my time. I think I can go for this pawn here. More material is always good. And this pawn isn't hanging because this knight is... In the meantime, this knight is pinned. Okay, so we can come back and then continue. Okay, I didn't see that one. So it kind of like resets the... I have to play this. Takes. Kind of resets the material. Material is equal, but the position is not equal. I have a pawn that is deep inside my opponent's territory and perfectly guarded by the bishop. So definitely there will be material loss here. This didn't help. Okay, here I think he had an option to fall back with the rook. Okay, I'm going to go here and pick up this one. Yes, no mobility for the rook. Go check. Just keep on moving forward. So you're not allowed to do this because I picked the pawn up. Okay, that was a good one. Let's go back and let's see what we have next. It's unfortunate we had to lose 2 of our games to connection issues. but hopefully we'll catch up. We have 2 more hours to make things right again. Knight c6 and bishop d3. So the plan is simple, just keep on developing pieces. I think so. Here, this place, I think he's just dropping a pawn. That's it. Okay, so decides to exchange queens, makes it much simpler. I'm up a pawn and we're going to the end game. Let me continue with my development. I'd prefer to play this first so that I take away the square from the knight. I think I even had something better. I could have taken the knight. Let's go. So going to a piece endgame where I'm a pawn up, and there is no real compensation. He doesn't have any positional compensation to. I could have taken the knight. Would that have made any difference? Let's see. Take the knight. He takes this. I take back. Okay, but then he has his pawn structure is even made worse, so that would have been slightly better. Let's keep on. Okay, this isn't good for him. There we have it. Probably just pick up the pawn. That should be fine. And then we have check. And then pick up another pawn. Yes, that would also be fine, yeah. Okay, I didn't look at this. Do we have an escape square for our rook? Let's play this. We're still up 2 pawns though. But looking at how things are, we might end up with just with all the pawns I had taken. I'll just end up with being up a pawn. Let's go check. Next thing to do is to see what we're going to do about this pawn, and there we have it. This works for us. So going into the end game, 2 pawns up is always easier. When it's 1 pawn up, it's tricky. When your opponent has pieces, he could find a way, but 2 pawns up, it becomes increasingly difficult for him to defend. So here, there's possibly almost nothing he can do to stop this pawn from falling, the pawn on a4 from falling. And I would gladly exchange the rooks to make my work easy for me. Even much easier when there are no pieces on the board, just pawns. The rest is all technique, it's easy. It doesn't involve any thinking at all. I should figure out a way to be able to know how to be able to access the chats from the live stream. Okay, let's just take. And one pawn from here or here would, on this side would promote. I'm going for the square. The king steps here. Let's just promote this one. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, that was a neat one. There are lots of people streaming as well. Rapid is nice for streaming. It's more relaxing. It's not as charged as Blitz, and definitely not as giddy as Bullets, you know. I think I could do some Berserk here and survive. So here the responses are quick, which means that I would need to be careful about my time. My opponent is much. It's gonna give me trouble if I don't use my time correctly, because I'm already half on the clock. Now with the king still in the center there, I could try and then open files, but I don't think it would work because my rook is not already on e8. Let's go ahead with developing moves. Let's see if we can do something to the knight. I didn't expect this to be his response. Let's try this. I think I have good chances here. King still in the center. That seems to be promising for me. Okay, now I think that's a blunder because I get to win a piece. I come out of this with a piece up for a pawn. And I can pick up another material, pick up the exchange again for, so then I end up being a full rook up. This should be fine. Six. There's a check. Wherever the king goes, I think I win material, so I could play this with the prospect of picking up this pawn. Whatever his defenses are, I think I would have a correct response for. Like, I could play this, and I'm definitely winning a pawn again. Seems okay for me. I ought to rise, I hurry up and then reach the first page where it wouldn't be easy. This wasn't easy though, but I think I came out of the opening with a good position, so it was not too difficult to play from there onwards. I can pick this bishop, he cannot pick this rook, and so pick up more pawns. Threatening to pick up this pawn as well. how does he play here? Because this is mixed. Alright. That was neat. Okay, we're on page 2. That was quick. Okay, do I bisect? Okay, he has bisect. Okay, if he bisects, I bisect. Let's turn it into a blitz game. My prospects are high. Knight c3. So rook e1 and then e4. That would be fine. That looks okay. b3 because I don't want the knight coming to sit on any of these squares. But it has its obvious drawbacks. I'm thinking my opponent was thinking so hard and long how to punish me for this move, and yes, it's not the best because of this diagonal. But let me see, maybe I can make something out of it. I should hurry and fix that issue before it becomes a problem for me. Okay, I think taking here is okay. And then now I can maybe play this. This should be fine. Attack the weakness over here. I'm allowed to take. I see. I wasn't expecting that. Is there any trick? No trick. Then I'll just fall back here. And then I could go here. This is fine. Oh, okay. This pawn was hanging. I think I missed that. Let's go for the knight. No, No, I would not want to exchange. Definitely not bring your bishop into the game. Not like that. That's not something I'd like to do. I mean, it would have been better for him to retreat the knight somewhere else and then develop the bishop. But in this case, I think I get to exchange the dark square bishop and then hopefully play on some weaknesses on the dark squares. I could, for example, start by playing this. And then here I think this should be okay for me. Two bishops would always do well against a rook. So if I'm given one rook for two minor pieces, that is a fair trade. I think this is material gain. Yes, I win material with this. No, why are you offering a draw? Check, pick up the. Oh, I even have something better here. Well, that's nice. He didn't let me play it. He would have played this and then I would have just played checkmate. So that would have been neat. Because that was the only move he had to play. Okay, he could play this, but then I win. I go for the. I get the rook and then I pick up the rook. That's more material, so I think, yeah. That's nice. Alright, so now we are heading for the top position. There are a few more hurdles, there are a few more people to cross. There's also heavy opposition. Like there's heavy, there's the strong opposition on the first page. I can bisect it again, and this should help me in the rankings. I always love my Sicilian, but I hate it when I don't get to play the knight off. I don't even know what this one is. The one where the bishop b4 check. I'm not entirely sure if it's book move, if it has an opening name, but it's sometimes some of what people prefer to play in, faster time controls and blitz and online, but you don't really find them in classical. People are more likely to play the knight off in a classical setting, but in these fast-paced online games, people would prefer to play other variations as well. Alapin and then the Smith Mora, yes. Did I have this? Was it possible to take while my queen was here? Take my queen a2, and then I'm queening. Like he pushes. He leaves the knight. Okay, no, the knight. He can leave the knight. When he leaves the knight, I queen. He moves the knight. I queen anyway. I could have. Maybe I could have. I'll check and see. Let's play this. Well, I do forget that I need time. I should be watching the time. Let's go here. Okay, let's take this first. No, I could have taken... I should have taken the knight. I think so. Should have taken this knight, because now this is hanging. I could play this though. I'm not comfortable with playing this, but I think I could. It's very critical, and I think I'm doing well anyway, but I hope I don't fail to some sort of tactic, which I have to be very careful. Okay, after this I think I'm a little confident that I'm okay. Because I get to play this. Okay, hold on. Where's my rook? Let's leave it here. Okay, let's play this. Check. There should be a mate here somewhere. There should be a mate. Okay, let's go with just check. Okay, so it's easier now. And then that's the checkmate. Okay, I could still halve my time and be hopeful I could come out of this winning. Just have to be careful. Let's go the Catalan. Alright, let's go here. 6. I'm going to retreat. I think I could play this. The pawn here is fairly defended by the knight on b3. Continue with development. I could plant my knight on d6 and that would be fine. Okay, but before that I have to deal with this. And I could this allows me to play knight b5 with tempo. What happens if I play this? Okay, that happens. Let's go here then. Oh, he decides not to continue with the game. That's a quick one. So now we're on the podium. Can we maintain it so till the end of it? There's still more time. There's still more time in the tournament that we are not yet ending. So alright, I think I could berserk here as well. I need to catch up with the tournament leaders. I'm on the podium now anyway. Let's go with a6. 6. Okay, let's exchange all the rooks on the queen side. Let's see what that works well for us. I could play here, and if things go wrong I could just retreat. What do I do? How do I proceed here? Is it time to fall back? Okay, maybe let's exchange the bishops. No? Okay. That one too is fine. There isn't any safe way to play this. I could try some tactics, but I don't have the time. think this is really necessary. Okay. Ooh. How do I deal with this one? See if my rook can come in and try something before it gets worse. In this position, I could take back the pawn, but is there something? Am I missing something? I hope not. Okay, the fact is, he gets to pick up the pawn again, so not a very good position for me here. I could aim for a draw. I don't have the time at all. This would set me back so many rankings or rating, whatever. I could survive with a knight, however. As long as I keep my pawns on the dark squares. I have to play this. Very tricky here. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing well here. Pawns are equal, but he has the advantage. Let's play this. It looks very tricky here. I have to keep watch for this pawn. Let's go check. think I get to pick this one. I could aim for a draw. Or I could also try and win. Depends. Depends on how eager he is to win the game. Because okay, so this looks promising for me more than it is for him at the moment. I think I should be doing well. It's an interesting endgame. But it depends. I have this one pawn stopping these two pawns. That's one thing that makes it the position good in my favor, although there's equal pawns. I have this pawn here that's stopping the progress of these two pawns. Wait, pick up this. Okay, I think it's a draw. So I have to go for the draw. There's no way I can win this. Maybe there was a win somewhere down there, or I don't know. I think the point where I may have messed it up is this, because I possibly, let me see. Should I have played the knight out of the square? Because once the knight comes off the board, I was placed on the square of the queening pawn, that's why. Anyway, let's look at it. Let's try and check the analysis before we go back into the game. So it was a draw. He pushed here. I was winning. I didn't have to take. I had to. It's like I'm saying I had to move the knight away first before I take. That was my blunder. Alright. Let's get back into the game. Draw is still good. Allstat Mile says, Hola. Hola, Allstat Mile. Where are you watching from? ¿De qué estás viendo este estreno? ¿De dónde eres? ¿Hablas español? Yo también hablo español. I can't access it from the stream, so I have to look at it from my phone. That's why. Junior says he's watching all the way from Namibia. Okay, welcome, Junior. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're watching from Latino world, yo también hablo español. If you're watching from francophone, je peux parler français avec vous aussi. Oh, I forgot to be sec. What happens if I take with this? Do I get some advantage? The king side is not having enough defenders, so I could... It's one of the recipes for attack. If you had a knight on f6, then you wouldn't need to push g6. Let's centralize the rook. I think it's necessary to play something like this. Okay, this is even better. Let's bring this rook in the center. I have a good feeling about a move like this, followed by bishop c4, with the attempt of trying to capitalize on the weakness of the e6 square, the e6 pawn. So that's the only way he can defend it for now, and I can also attack the knights for now with this. So it's looking good so far. If you were to take away the losses that I had because of, you know, my connection issues, I haven't lost. If I take away those losses, then I haven't lost yet. So it's going good. It's going great. So I can't take this because of the number of defenders of this pawn, but I don't think it does anything to change the current plan that I'm making. So I could simply just play this. Okay, let's go ahead and take this. So I suspect, yes, he would take the queen. This is a free pawn for me. I would gladly take it. I think I could play this. Take with a bishop. I can get out of any potential pin. And then support the pawn. Okay, so let's go check. Retreat the bishop. And then try something else. This is a good square for the bishop because you don't want instances where you run to h2 and then fall to tricks like f3 check because of the bishop. You know, the bishop on c7. If you're watching, just remember that you have to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we'll be having more of these kind of streams. This looks promising. Okay, I guess I have to play this now. Am I still on the podium? Oh, I have dropped by a couple of points. A couple of places I've dropped by 2. I'm 5 points away from the last person on the podium. It will help if I'm being paired against them, you know. Okay, I'm going to play this. Oh, I didn't realize this was hanging. guess I have to maybe play this one too. And then now I can defend the hanging pawn here. Okay, I'm going to play this. This was already accounted for. No background tricks. But I have to be careful here. This is actually scary. What's let me see, what do I have to do? Okay, I'm going to try and play G3. Yes. Let me try G3. And then this place would be an escape square for me. I ought to play this. Guess I could play this. Okay. Let's switch to this one. I could pick this pawn. Threaten to pick this one too as well. I don't think I have played the endgame very well, to be honest. But we'll just take it like that. I mean, it's winning anyway, so I could have played it much better. There, we can go for one pawn. Okay, let's start pushing the pawn. I'm going to play this. Still hold on to this pawn. There's no need to let it go. Alright, this is just a normal technique. I'll just have to be I could try and promote this pawn instead. Let's do it that way. Check. Okay, let's come here. Alright. I'm even already winning on time, so now let's try and see if we can get some headway with the bisec. My flame is not yet there, so which means I get 3 points for a win here. Does that push me to the podium? Yes, it does. I'm gonna attack the rook here. And I feel that my knight coming to rest on e5 is okay, it's good for me. Let's go here. Maybe I'll just play this. Okay, mission failed and have to return. It's always embarrassing in chess too. Return when whatever plan you have doesn't seem to go through. Just, you know, go back to your original square. No shame in that. It's just embarrassing. Alright, let's castle. The absence of his dark square bishop is kind of felt for him, because all this all these squares are being controlled by my dark square bishop. That's a pawn for me, but I don't know, maybe there could be something I'm not seeing yet. Okay, fine, I pick up the pawn, he plays this, and then it doesn't seem too good for me, so let's just return. I could have played here also. This was also valid to play, so I can place my bishop here, which seems to be more of a better square for the bishop than a3, because a3 I'm blocking my pawn. Let's go here. I'm going to have to play this. Ooh, interesting. I think I'll just play this. Follow up with this. My bishop is not comfortable there at all. The light square bishop, that is. I have to find a place for this dark square bishop, and then my position can be a little bit better, but at this point I am not too comfortable. And I don't have time. I have 3 minutes. Guess it takes. This looks promising. I think I can pick this pawn up. I can pick this pawn up, and I'm not entirely sure if there's any tactic I'm missing here. Okay, so the placement of the queen, I guess I have to play this. I have to give up the exchange. But it's not too bad. I'm forced to play this. Look for good square. I can't allow h4 to happen now. Now this I have to play. This was good. Stops me from getting the... But I think I can get back the exchange with this, right? And followed by this. By this move. I'm sure there would have been a better move here. Maybe something like check. Or maybe placing the bishop here first or something. I don't know. It's possible there's a much better option here. Or maybe just taking the pawn. Oh, with so little time, I couldn't risk looking at all the positions, all the complications. This is necessary to be played. Now material is equal, and here we have, I get to pick up this pawn. Now with the pass pawn so deep into my opponent's camp, I think that is good for me. Okay, I don't have time, so I'm just going to play this. That makes 3 pawns, and so it wouldn't be easy it would be easy to make it a win here. Yeah, I don't know what he should have done here. At this point, I think I was winning here. This pawn is going to fall. An attempt to try and hold it would result in a check, and he has to fall back to the same place that he came from. So that was a good one. Okay, so well, my opponent d6. I have to return the favor. I kind of like this opening a lot. Okay, so I will play this. Okay, in the version that I enjoy, they don't play this. They play something else. In the version that I enjoy playing against, there's bishop b4, check, those kind of lines. Yeah, but this one is okay. It's cool. In those variations, black tries to win back the pawn, and I like how it proceeds, but in this particular variation he just does not try to win back the pawn. Rook d1. This looks okay. Let's follow up with this. I think we're winning material. Okay, no. Okay, let's follow up with this. Maybe this is also fine. I mean, in the anticipation that he's going to place his rooks on the open file. Let's go with it first. Alright, let's retreat the bishop. H2, G3, no big difference here. Okay. Did I miss something here? Okay, this looks good for him. No, I think I think I'm winning material here. Yes. I get the sacrifice. He picks a piece. I pick that one back up, so I haven't lost anything here. Go ahead, we pick this one up, check. Okay, so we can go ahead with this one. Yeah, because we want to play bishop, this bishop check. And then follow up with this. and then still pick up more pawns with this. Okay, I'll just play this. And then I'll play this. I'm a full piece up, and he's gonna have problems trying to defend this pawn. Maybe I should just take. I mean, why not? I'm already a full piece up. There's very little compensation for him. Okay, that's as resigns. Let's move on to the next position. Sirac says, "Hi, good match. Congrats. Yeah, thank you very much. Was he one of my opponents? I'm on the podium back again. I can't tell. I should be able to see if I can win here. Please, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, I would like for you to subscribe so that you don't miss out on future stream events. Go. This doesn't seem like a very good choice for me because okay, am I okay if I play this? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe yes, maybe no. I could play this anyway. And then play this. Okay, that was bad. He saw that immediately. That's interesting. And down the exchange. My opponent didn't wait. Okay. He's also playing very fast. And he's up the exchange. I might be in trouble. Okay. Maybe this might help. That was a very rapid response. And I'm running out of time. Ooh. I'm in trouble. This might end up being my first actual loss. Let's go check. If it helps in any way. Oh, it doesn't help. Does not help. Here I'm in trouble. Just when I got to... Oh, I have left the podium. Oh, I had a win there. Come on. I'm tempted to run away with this, but might backfire. Okay, so that's I mean I had a win there. If you saw, there was a point where I could have just checked and then taken the queen. Not sure why I did that. I'm not sure why I didn't see that. "30 seconds is way too little for me to do anything with it. But there's still hope. Wait, what? This is not it. Did he just throw the game away like that? Now I could win this thing in 5 seconds. Oh, guess who's on the top of the table now? He was winning and decided to throw it away. Okay, it says I am Arabic Tayari, okay. I'll check and see how our game went like. Okay, we're playing a 2300, which means it's going to be a very long game. I'm still top of the table, top of the ranking, with 30 minutes to go. Takes on d4. Bishop e2. I have to castle as well. Okay. I'm still surprised my opponent decided to throw that game away for some reason. I don't know. He played too well. He played so well, and all of a sudden just folded. The final resulting end game, well, down the exchange, it was promising, but it would have most likely ended in a draw. But regardless, there was absolutely no reason to lose that position. I'm going to play this. Okay. go for the open file. I'm still on top of the table and I have my flame, so I guess that's good news. That's something that's good. Someone is asking, what's made you decide to become a Lichess patron? Oh well, Lichess is a very wonderful site. I mean, it's free, and so once in a while when I can't donate, I donate. It's not, and it's for only 1 month. So after 1 month, it would expire. It's the cheapest option they have. So it wasn't really something that was difficult to do or something that really involved so much so much thought went to it. It was like €4 or so. I think it's €4, yeah. I think I could maybe play this. I'm going to play this. I would follow up with this. If I play this well, I could cause trouble for black. Becoming a Lichess patron means you're just supporting Lichess work with donation. Because it's a free site, they depend on our donations to run the site. So they're usually very happy to receive some donations from us. And I think they have it on their website where all the donations go to, all the expenses and everything that is all the money that you pay, what is being used for. I think it's available on the website. There's a place where you can find it, I think. I'm sure. And don't forget, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe. It's very important. You don't want to miss out on the other streams. So on this channel there'll be streaming, there'll be Title Tuesday from chess.com, and there'll also be tournament reports where I show what happened in classical tournaments that I play from all around the world, like from the Olympiad, and then maybe from zonals and AICC and all that. Should be expecting all those kind of stuff, which promises to be interesting, of course. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Guess I'll have to play this. I wasn't expecting this move. Can I survive this? I don't know. It's really difficult. I'm stressed here. Yeah, that was clever though. I didn't expect that at all. Sacrificing the queen. Position looks kind of like very dominant. Let's go check. I think I lost the game. I'm sure. I wish this rook weren't protected by the pawn. I could have taken it somehow. I mean, he's playing extremely well. Okay, I have this. He possibly didn't see that, because this changes everything. Oh, he didn't see that. He didn't see that. But I think he could have just queened, right? What was the point? I don't. Because of this, maybe it might not even be perpetual. Because of the knight, there would be a point where he could stop the check. I didn't really calculate to the end. But deciding not to queen instantly and going back to defend, I think was kind of dubious. But even still, I think he was winning. In this position, I have won. I think I'm winning. Can I still say it's not clear? I doubt. My only issue is how to stop this pawn. He doesn't have the time. Okay, I stopped the pawn. Then now it's winning. I'm surprised I was able to win this game, honestly. Okay, I'm back to the top. Okay, number 12, Arabic Tayari. Okay, it was the one I played against. Okay, good game. This, I suppose, will be the last for the event, and which means I get to be able to be on the podium. I hope I win this one and keep my position as number 1. Why is my guy not playing? This doesn't seem like any move to be too pensive about. Nothing really extraordinary here. There are some instances where people could do you foul and let the tournament time run down before you record the win. You know, sometimes people could do that. But I don't know if this is the case because he's not in contention for the podium, so Let's go rook c8. He stopped me right in my tracks. I was headed for knight b5, knight b4. Maybe I will play this. Because why not? I could play this too as well. Guy here is taking all his time to play, which is a good habit, by the way. Okay, now with this move, I think I win. I get a pawn, right? Is there any... No, the queen is attacked immediately, so that means he has to respond immediately. I don't want to give my knight for that bishop in that manner, so I'm going to play this, because that fixes the pawn issue here. This bishop is not doing anything to warrant any importance. Let it be here. If he wants to exchange, he has to exchange the knight so that I can place a piece there. I'm not going to take the bishop where he gets to fix his pawn issue here. No. Alright, that's fine. That's fine for me. I could pick the pawn, but he could also then pick up this pawn after takes, take, and I don't see that's necessary to go down that path when I feel maybe there are better options. Maybe like this. Okay, I guess I take with this. Takes. Then go ahead and pick up this pawn. Interesting. I have been taking off my position as number 1, and with the time left, I don't think I have that luxury. 4 minutes to the end of the tournament, but at least I get to be able to appear on the podium, which is nice. Let's deal with the back rank issue first. I could play this. I was expecting that. Maybe I'll just come back. Still doesn't solve anything though. Yeah. The knight is too well placed. The outpost on d5. There's very little I can do. Is Viper 101 playing? He's not playing, so I'm safe. Is Mayhemus playing? Also not playing, so I'm safe. Well, they're all not playing, I'm the only one who's playing. Wait, you don't get to see who's playing by showing. Okay. The standings don't show who's playing. Hello, Lucas Mendes. I'm from Ghana. Eu sou de Ghana. Eu quero aprender como falar português. Let's step to the side. Eu não falo português, mas eu quero aprender. How do I proceed here? maybe this would be fine. Let's play this first, so we can get a chance to check with the rook, because the rook, ooh. But was this necessary? You could have just taken this pawn. I see. I'm going to play this. Tournament has ended. I ended up at second place and my opponent is playing quickly. If he steps to the back, yeah, so that was a risk. I mean, I could have drawn. I possibly should just go for the draw. I mean, let me offer the draw, or should I try and flagging? There's no point. I could even end up losing. He's the one to offer the draw anyway. Okay, so repetition, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so that ends the stream for today. We'll play another time. Yes. We made 1 subscriber. That's awesome. Thank you all for sticking around. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Those of you who stuck around throughout the entire stream, that's awesome. And those of you who are new to the stream, this is going to be frequent, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future events. And I have to end it here.